Well, here we are at Snetterton Race Circuit, where we're following behind the scenes, of course, with the Formula Ford Championship and watching how the drivers and teams are preparing for the next round of the championship. We'll be talking to both teams and drivers about their chances for winning this year's championship, and also just finding out exactly why it's very important for any single-seater driver to start their career in Formula Ford. And one of the youngest drivers doing this year's Slick 50 Formula Ford Championship is young Earl Goddard, only 17, and he's actually the son of Fred Goddard. Now, obviously, has that really helped you with the championship this year, coming from a famous motor racing family?
Yes, that has. I've had a lot of people to speak to and go to for advice, to use their experience to my advantage in the championship, and hopefully it all works out for the best.
Fred, how do you feel about your son going into motorsport and following in your footsteps?
Well, it wasn't really what I would like him to do, because if he'd played tennis or golf or something, I could afford a lot of golf balls, a lot of tennis balls. But being that he's now chosen this way to go, and I suspect that almost being born in the pits at Kyalami would have had a lot to do with it, I shall give him all my support and try to let him have the best of it.
Because funny enough, he's an all-round sportsman, isn't he? He's been involved in rugby and a few other sports, and obviously I suppose a career as an All Black would be quite a nice profession to follow.
Well, yeah, he's been very good at all ball sports, and I thought that's the way he was going to go, and then suddenly out of the blue he said he wants to have a go at motor racing. So we thought give him a chance, and he is now starting to get quite good, so maybe that's the way he's going to end up going. Maybe he'll be rich one day.
So are you very hopeful he will actually turn out to be quite good and hopefully get into Formula 1?
Well, he was quite good in karting. In fact, he was very good in karting. And whether it's Formula 1, I don't rightly know, but maybe Indy cars, I don't know. We just have to wait and see.
Are you finding problems this year with sponsorship or not?
Yeah, as in karts, struggled to find a budget for a full season. This year we haven't been too bad. We found money to keep us going just on a basic budget, no major testing, just the TOCA tests and then racing. So the limited testing hasn't helped me too much due to not getting miles in the car, but I'm coping all right and going to be there.
So obviously you're just doing the sort of lower division championship this year. Next year you plan to move up to the Premier League or Premier Division, as they call it?
Yeah, this year we've been doing the first division, which is for year-old cars or older, and next year we're hoping to move up into Premier. Just let me get some miles and some experience this year and then move up next year into the Class A.
The car's changed a lot, and the formula's become a lot more technical than it's. I think, although it's still a junior formula, it's perhaps not the formula that a driver would come into for his first year from karts. The dampers, the data loggers, the various components on the car. A lot more is asked of the driver now, but then he has to give a lot more when he gets higher up the ladder. So he may as well start learning at this stage.
So obviously you're saying that the championship has improved over the years and become a bit more technical now, but obviously we've got two actual choices in the championship. We've got a junior driver and the Premier Division. Does that mean a lot of difference from a team point of view or not?
The main difference is that Ford decided that the first division, as it's called, for cars that are a year old, was mainly aimed at sort of private entries as opposed to team entries. So it's a lower budget required to do it, but it's a way of sort of showing your ability on a smaller amount of money, and maybe winning a place in a Premier Division team the following year.